Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Factorio, and we are placing the iron ore pickup station. We're basically exactly where we left off last time. I'm deciding the station. You notice that the station now already has the little turnaround spot that the coal station didn't have before. And it has that extra little bit, the roundy part at the top there that allows it to automatically, what's the word? It allows it to automatically allow the trains to come in from both sides and leave both sides. So I don't need to determine at the time of placing the station which direction things can go, because they can go anyway. And of course, I've run out of train lines, and the iron train, the iron ore train, can't get back. So I need to determine where to place where to place the rails. I guess I haven't run out of rails quite yet, but I need the rails to come up onto this line here on the bottom. So yeah, stupid trees. I hate how these trees are in the way, and I cannot chop them down to save my life. And there was also a piece of rail missing there, which isn't a huge deal, but it was kind of annoying. But I finally got that set up, and the train's still not going, which I don't know why. So I think I decided to hop in it and run it manually to see what happens here. And I can go all the way up here, and then it stops. And then I realized that I'm on the wrong side, or I should say, my rail is on the wrong side. It's the iron ore station is still set up on that single rail line all by itself. So what I need to do is I need to run the line from here, which requires a whole bunch of fidgeting and removing of things, and then boom, now we got it. Now I just need to set up the return line, which will be right there, is fine. And now if I back up and then turn this off and say drop off iron, he'll automatically go to the station and start dropping off iron, which is always nice. Now I need to get rid of all of this garbage here. All of these rails, they're part of the blueprint, but up here where I've kludged everything together, they're not needed because they these stations are special, I guess is the right way to go. So now I need the coal station to hook up to here, and I can't figure out what the rail planner is doing until I realize that power pole is in the way. That's what's causing the rail line to want to loop around in weird ways like that. So I remove that power pole, and then I remove more rail lines from the thing, and then I set up the bare minimum of what do we call it? The bare minimum of signals here, and I need another signal on that iron line. I'm assuming I eventually put it down there, but I don't right now, and it still said no path, which is weird. I think I'm manually running it right now, and this is where I determine what the problem is the other line on the station isn't set up, but I don't ever want to go to that station again, so it's not a big deal. What I want to do here is I want to set this guy up so he can go to this new station, because the new station is where all the cool stuff is happening. Then I'm out of rails again, so I decide to manually drive the train back up north, where I find a missing rail. Yay. Instead of fixing it, I just head over to the other lane and then let this guy go up here and chill out. We pick up as many rails as we can, which isn't that many, and I find out, guess what? I'm not automatically loading stone into the rail lines, so there's yet another thing I need to fix. So let's just manually do this garbage way here and get the rail to, or get the stone to the rail thing so that he can run. And then I realize, you know what? I should probably, while I'm up here, fix the signals as well, because it's dumb that the signals are not going. And you know what? Never mind. I stood right next to it and I didn't notice that the signals were wrong. But I've at least picked up some rail, so I can head down here and finish the station off and at least get it set up so that we can start loading iron ore. And you notice I named the station PU Iron O because I realized I'm going to be having iron plate stations, and I want that to be called iron. The iron ore, I need a different name for it, and iron O seemed a nice little name, short name that's obvious what it is. So now I need to clean up the whole old iron ore station, filling my inventory with iron ore, but not a big deal. And yeah, my inventory filled up right at the end there with fast inserters, which is funny. I was able to pick up all the ore, but I wasn't able to pick up that last inserter. But then I can dump that ore into the train here. I need to run some power to it, as always. You need power, and then I can pick up this last stuff. I guess there was some ore left over. Never mind. It's not as ironic as I thought it was. But I need to clear all these trees away because trees, as always, are just in the way. If this game does anything, it teaches you that that in order to automate anything, you need to wipe out every bit of natural resources and every bit of beauty on the map in order to get things going. Then I decided to wipe out all these trees, which is possibly not the best idea. Is from a speediness standpoint, but I want to get it done. I want to get rid of these things. They're just so annoying. What I really need is to use grenades on here, and I think I eventually do that. Yeah, here's where I'm just like, screw it. I'm gonna drop grenades, and of course I've already laid the tracks down. If you're ever going to grenade a whole bunch of trees apart, I find it's useful to not drop grenades on top of the rails you've just placed. Grenade first, rail later. Yeah, we're finally getting these two things going, and I can't really see because of the trees. I'm placing power poles down to get light, but it's daytime, so the problem isn't nighttime. It's that the trees have so much shade that I can't see what I'm doing, which is annoying. So what I need to do here is I need to split these two lines into 4 before I send them down into the train. So I look for a splitter, and I realize that splitting 2 to 4 doesn't require a splitter. What it requires is someone smart enough to know how to split 2 into 4, which is by putting 2 splitters down. So I should probably balance those things, but they might be being balanced at the beginning. So maybe I don't need to do that. I would need to just make sure somewhere along that line those 2 belts are being balanced. And we are stuffing ore. Yeah, here's where I'm trying to keep those the 2 things. Yeah, they're being balanced at the very beginning, so we should be fine as far as that's concerned. And yeah, clearing off now. The last vestiges of that station are gone, which is really nice. And I don't need. Yeah, I need to lay that one thing down and take out the last little bit that I pulled up here. Yeah, I'm already researching modules. That's how far ahead I am on my research. And then we just get rid of these power poles, and now we are done down here, which is nice. I do want a radar down here. I had removed the radar a long time ago, and I want another one. And I'm just looking. It's nice that there's no biters on the other side of that shore that aren't going to get mad at us and like do a super long trek around somewhere to get to our base from some crazy random direction. But yeah, I'm just clearing away some more of these trees. One problem with Squeak Through is that you don't get a lot of automated removal of trees because your station can fit through them. I jumped in the train because I was gonna just sit in it until I was done chopping down these trees automatically, and then like right as I got into it, the train took off. So I'm like, you know what, I don't need to ride the train up. I'd rather get rid of some of these trees first. So I let the automated BlueBuild remove those trees quickly. And then I decided, you know what, I was going to leave the trees inside the rails, but I'm getting really annoyed by these trees. So I'm just marking them all for destruction. So as I'm standing around, I keep busy. Then I remember that there was that missing rail line, so I make sure I put it in there so that we have a complete rail line set up down here. And the iron train, the coal train is full, you'll notice. Or it's not full, but it still has coal in it. And you notice here that it has coal in the back, but not in the front. And this bothers me because I thought everything was set up to balance perfectly, and I don't know exactly why they're not balanced perfectly. So I'm balancing them manually, and I'll figure it out later. But if anybody knows why I'm not balancing them manually, or why they're not balancing automatically, I should say, let me know. So anyway, I dropped off all the logs into the wood boxes there in order to make more power poles and more boxes and things like that. And then I need to start my big spur, and I'm deciding where I want to put it. And where I want to put it is as far north as possible without encroaching on the little temporary base I've had there. And that means I need to wipe out some of the rail line from this area in order to put this what's it called, this spur in. This is my standardized 3-way intersection. What it does is it allows you to from either of the left two lanes, either get on or get off of that right-hand spur, or I'm sorry, the right-hand lanes, get off the right-hand spur, and any through traffic, any straight traffic is going to take the two right-hand lanes the left-hand lanes. Excuse me, getting my left and right switched up. Yeah, they can take any of those left-hand lanes and then not be affected by any trains that are turning. It's kind of the freeway concept. I don't know if it's going to work very well with trains, but I think it will, and I guess we're going to find out. And it's all modular, which is the important thing. So once I get away from this this part of the base where I've kind of manually done some garbage, the modularity of this is going to really shine, where I can just plop down the blueprints and they will very quickly set up the base the way I want it. So let's see, the coal train, let's see, I've talked about the coal train already. Let's see. Yeah, so it's time to continue that spur. No, see, the coal train's still not right. See, and I'm still manually balancing it. And it's really bugging me that it's not working. So again, somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. Oh yeah, here I'm balancing the two sides. This was my last chance to try to do it, and I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But I've heard that this is a garbage way to balance things, but I don't know of a better way. So the garbage way is the only way I know. But anyway, let's continue the spur. Here's where things start to go fairly quickly with our station, with our rail placing. All I need to do is drop this blueprint down, and it's perfectly set up to be the exact right size. And of course, I'm out of rails, but eventually when I come down here again and do that. And then I decide, do I want the station to be north or south? And I decide north, even though that means it's going to have to clear out more trees. But I like it to the north. That way the station, because the spur station here, when I go back to it, once I get power lines out there, I decided to run power lines as quickly as possible because it's nighttime and it's annoying when you can't see what you're doing. And here I'm testing the automated placing of these power poles, because I don't know, will it place them over ghosts? I would hope that it wouldn't, but I don't know for a fact that it won't. And then I notice also that, the coal train is not automatically going down, so I need to pick up some signals. And you notice my signals are still not being automatically created, because that was the last thing that needed to be placed, was that signal right there, and it was placed like right as that other train got up there. So I don't think the trains can ever crash into each other, but that was pretty darn close to crashing. So I finally say, okay, I need to get the circuit, the gears or whatever, circuits for these guys. I need to get those automatically going down. So that's loading those, and now signals are being made automatically, which is nice, because I need a lot of signals for my train setup, and I should have automated these things a long time ago. I also need a train station, which this is what requires steel, and yeah, these guys don't require steel, just this guy. So I just run the steel to him, get power to it, and now we're creating stations automatically as well, which is always nice. And then I realized that steel line was ugly, so I fixed it so it's prettier. It's stupid to do that in your temporary base. You don't want to spend too much time making it pretty, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of niceness in your world every once in a while. Anyway, let's see. I'm heading down south here. I think I'm checking here to make sure all the signals that I have placed via BlueBuild are actually placed, because it's eventually this line is going to be kind of busy, and I want to make sure I dot all my T's and cross all my I's in that area here. And I'm also letting the BlueBuild mod cut all the trees down. It's annoying that they're in the way, and I just getting sick of looking at them. The joys of Factorio. Go to brand new planets, look at all the new life and vegetation, and destroy it. So I'm out of signals, and I'm not quite done yet, which is annoying. So I needed to change the station name? I'm not sure. Well, maybe I changed the other station name, the drop-off station. Yeah, I think I just changed the drop-off station. I changed the pickup station to Iron O, but I never changed the drop-off station to Iron O. So I ride the train back up, and we should have tons of signals now. That's nice. And might as well pick up the rail while we're here. And then I'm not even going to let this guy empty out completely. I'm just going to manually send him back down to the other station to place those final signals. And then once we have those last signals placed, we are ready to work on the spur. And it looks like if there were any left, there was only a couple. So then I make the train go against its will up again, and I hop out on the way there. I like that you can do that. It feels kind of badass that you can do that. And I'm manually chopping just a few trees here just to get them out of the frickin' way. And then now it's just let everything go and place our power lines as we go down. And then just letting, I love that sound, the sound of all the things going, and I am once again out of chain signals. Chain signals seems to be the major deal here, but I mean, they're being created, so I just need to suck it up and wait for it to finish. I could make another station, another, what do we call it, another assembler to create chain signals, but that seems a little bit there. And we've made it to our station now. I'm just going to go a little bit past it because, as I said, this whole thing is modular and it's eventually going to be heading off that way, so I might as well have it ready to go when the time comes. And then we can head back to the station and start with the big job of setting this thing up. And this is going to be my, what do you call it, electronic circuit thing. And I need, sadly, to clear out a lot of trees in order to set this thing up. So that little fade there was supposed to be an outro fade, but here's me setting up the station later. I'm just letting BlueBuild chop down these trees. It's a stupid way to do it, but I was going to quit the game there, and then I came back because there was still time left, and a lot of the trees have been placed out. So I'm showing you the stations here. They're, like I said, they're modular. I can just keep extending it to the right. But we'll be picking that up next time, and I'm probably going to get some grenades in order to speed this process up. I hope you enjoyed watching this, though. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.